boxing on Channel 5. Defending his name, his legacy, Harlem Eubank. Battling his way up the super lightweight rankings. Can he remain undefeated? Big Fight Live, Eubank versus Uruzquieta, Friday at 10 on Channel 5.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We are at the Joshua and Franklin weigh-in, just announced as a matchroom signing. IBF World Champion Sonny Edwards. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, great little platform to sort of get announced on. Yeah, it must be big because I've got Umar and KUGAN interviewing me today. What's going on?
In the world.
Is that what matchroom shows get? Yeah, both. I never had it before.
Bro, what are you doing? Anyway, you said you'd come over to the dark side. So, yeah, funny how things work out, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of tongue-in-cheek. Because a lot of people probably wouldn't have thought it. Don't get me wrong. Some things you might have heard me say at certain times. Sometimes just to ruffle a few feathers, I get the attention of certain people that I think are ignoring me, you know? Like a little petulant tantrum just to open up some ears and eyes. And who would have thought, probably a year later since I allegedly called Eddie Hearn the Wolf of Boxer, the Zone. I'm signed, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I think, in all seriousness, I've always known that Matchroom are very professional what they do. I think that's universal across the board. I don't need to sell that point, but more than anything, it opens up the channel of all the fights that I want. And I do think, you know, me and Eddie promoting a fight, an event, I think it'll be a match made in heaven. I genuinely do. I think he's as good, if not the best promoter of boxing, like marketing it wise. So yeah, I think I'm in the right place.
We have spoken about this before, that for your career, the best opportunity for you to land these fights are in that matchroom stable. So that for your kind of this phase of your career now, it makes sense to go over because a lot of these fights can be made very easily now.
Yeah, and do you know what it is?
It should be anyway.
Yeah. Well, it just depends on your opponents, because I know Eddie wants them, he knows I want them. But I think more than anything, I've managed to leverage myself into a position having a conversation with the biggest promoter, one of the biggest promotional companies, the biggest platforms, where they're really interested to sign me. Eddie had the opportunity, like he said, he had the opportunity to sign me when I was with Frank Warren. He knew about me and knew I was existing, but it was hard for people to get excited by a very small flyweight that didn't punch very hard. You know, play it over 19 times and no one's remotely been close to beating me all the way through world level, and I can speak a good fight and I can, you know, walk what I do, I can mix it if I want to, and I will fight anyone. So really, someone on the phone to me the other day, I'm not going to say who it was in boxing, but he went, "You're an alien, Sonny." He went, "You will fight, you can fight, and you can talk promoter's dream." So I think, yeah, it was sort of always in maybe the long plan, but I was kind of letting every other fighter in the weight divisions get snapped up on probably half the contracts that I've even talked about. Now they owe, you know, their promoter loads of favours and they've got a relationship. So when he's going, "Oh, you're fighting Sonny now, what do you mean no?" You know what I mean? Where I've just walked in fresh in, ready for all the big fights. It doesn't matter to me. Hopefully Eddie lines up all the killers, the best.
Back to back.
That's the mission. If he doesn't, it's because he can't get them into the ring. So if you start seeing me fighting these B-level fighters, C-level fighters, the only reason is because the opponent still, with everything considered, won't get in the ring with me.
But you're confident that what you need at this stage of your career, Hearn can deliver that?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Like I said, it's the fights. And for the most part, I think the fighters do want to fight. Especially when you're not talking about, you know, different promoters and crossing over. Once things make sense, if you've got your promoter telling you, "I think this is the fight," and they're agreeing on the other side, if you start saying no, what does that make you look like? I got to the number one in every promotional stable I've ever been by saying yes to every fight when others weren't. I got every opportunity when I was with Frank Warren because every other flyweight didn't want to fight me. I could list them, they don't deserve the coverage. Every single time when I was with Pro Bellum, I fought Mohammed Wasim straight away. Now I'm coming to Matchroom. I can't consider myself Eddie's flyweight, really. Not until I clear the ones that he's already got and got an existing relationship with. I'm very, very encouraged by how much it seems like they believe in me and what they think I can do in boxing, and the plans that we've sort of spoke about, but I've still got to deliver. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to, you know, really kicking off the conversations on this is when you're fighting. Because with me, it actually doesn't matter who.
It's ironic how your previous trolling of Eddie Hearn has actually landed you a promotional deal.
Well, it's not though, because do you think I'm sat there really disliking Eddie Hearn? I put a tweet out.
We knew what you were doing. No, I might say that was tongue-in-cheek comment.
No,
but yeah.
but I mean, I'm tweeting Eddie Hearn on the Monday, apologising to him to the Tuesday, and getting free ringside tickets to his card on the Saturday. So that is the actual relationship. Like, don't get me wrong, he probably did a couple of times think this cheeky little cunt, and as I would, but I was sat there for too many fights in a row as world champion, watching Martinez fight or some other fighter, and them going, oh, who's he going to fight next? And my name never got mentioned. So sometimes you just got to jam it in there a little bit, and, you know, who better to go for than, you know, probably the biggest name in boxing. So it weren't ever too disrespectful, and I hope he didn't take it too personally. I mean, I don't think he can. I mean, I don't think he did, but depending on what fight he offers me,
Okay, Sonny Edwards, listen, we look forward to this next chapter of your career. Obviously, along with the signings to have Jack Cattrall and Shannon Ryan, so it was a triple signing for Matchroom today. But yeah, best of luck. We know you're going to be out very soon, so yeah, best of luck with everything, mate. Have you got anything else you want to add?
No, just a thank you to everyone that's got me here so far. There's a lot to name, you know, team, sponsors, old promoters, manager, everything. It's a lot of hard work, and I know, you know, it's me that just sort of bears the front of it, but I have, you know what I mean, I've taken a long time coming to this point that I'm in now, and these conversations and these platforms, and, you know, it's a massive team effort. Even people that, you know, like, just in my personal life, like friends and that really hold it down. So, you know, it's a massive team effort, and I'm really hoping that 2023, pushing onwards after that I can really change my life and the ones around me. I think that's more important to me than people really think.
Sonny Edwards, thank you very much, and no doubt we'll catch you over the weekend at some point. You're coming to the show, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I will be in Jordan Flynn's corner.
Sonny Edwards, thank you very much for your time, as always.
Refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,